I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a man. Do you understand? Half of my life is unplanned. Most of the time I don't know. Hello and welcome to this episode of Husband, Father, Man. I am your host, Carrie Braggs, and I am glad to be in the building. Glad to be here. Well, I live here, but still, you know, that's how they usually say it at the beginning of the show. Glad to be here in the building. All that good stuff. But I'm glad you could be here as well. So welcome all of my regular listeners and to my new listeners. Welcome. Hopefully you landed in the right spot. If you're looking for some good insights and helpful advice on marriage, parenting, and manhood and womanhood, you are in the right spot. So I'm glad you could join us. Don't forget to subscribe, tell a friend, leave a comment. We just want more people to be involved in what we have going on. Sorry, I had to turn my other light on. So as I said, you know, glad to be in the house again with another episode. I think this one will be pretty helpful if you are out there and you are trying to lose some weight, start eating healthy and things like that. Hopefully this video will help you get on track and get the ball rolling because I would say for maybe about the past week or so, I've been doing the military diet. It's called the 3-day military diet, and you're supposed to be able to lose 10 pounds. And so, I wasn't necessarily trying to lose 10 pounds because, I'm kind of skeptical of it. I think I'm, not that I'm not disciplined enough to do it, but just that you're going to lose those 10 pounds like that. So I was kind of like, but I'm like, I will try it to see if I can move the needle. So that was my goal. And so today is day 7. So haven't weighed myself yet. Well, when I woke up, I weighed myself and I was at a little over 181 pounds. And so I started off at 185. So I did actually lose 4 pounds. And so the thing of it is, I just decided it was time to get that ball going. So I give a little background here. My wife is pre-diabetic, and so she really got on the move with her diet and watching what she was eating and, learning the ins and outs to what causes it and all the different things. So she's really been on it. And she's been losing a lot of weight. I think she lost like 12 pounds or something like that. But her goal is 15. So right now she's, I think, like about 2 pounds away. And so for me, I've been wanting to lose 12 to 15 pounds. And I just decided, you know what, for the next 3 months, I'm going to focus on doing whatever I need to do, eating right, counting calories, exercise, and all of these things. So there are things that I've done over the years that have yielded results, but I think for the first time I understand how it goes with understanding the 3 food groups, or the 3 groups you look at: the carbs, the proteins, and the vegetables. And so, what does what? So over the years, I would be thinking I'm eating healthy things, which can be true, but they may be adding weight, and also not having that balance of how many carbs you eat, how much protein you eat, and how many vegetables you eat. That can throw a monkey wrench in things too, because you're high in one and low in the others. And so for the first time with the military diet, I really started seeing exactly what's going on behind the scenes, and they explained it and broke it down with what each one brings to the table and watching your calories. And so I think overall it was a little over 700 calories for the day. And so, it takes 3,500 calories to gain a pound, or 3,500 calories to lose a pound. And so you kind of see how that works. And so I'm doing great on it. I said what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to do it for the rest of this week and see if I lose, 3 or 4 more pounds. And then I should be able to fit back in my clothes, because I had to go up to the next pant size. And that, it's just uncomfortable with being in your clothes, and you have to try and suck in your stomach and button your pants, and you're running around with your pants pushed against your bladder all day. It's just uncomfortable. But I had gotten to the point to where I could not even fit in my pants, where they're like, no, we're not going to be able to do this. You can't get in us. There's, you're bigger than us. We don't know how else to explain it. I'm sorry, there's just a science to it. You are, bigger than we are. We are not the same size anymore. And so I just made that decision. I'm like, I have a saying that I say, you're not sick and tired until you do something about it. So for me, when I get ready to throw a pity party or get to start whining and making up excuses on why I'm not where I need to be, I'm like, no, thank you. I stop myself right in my tracks and say, hey, you wouldn't be in this situation if you were doing something about it. And you haven't been doing anything about it, so obviously you're not tired of it yet. So do me a favor, shut it up. And when you're sick and tired of being this way, you'll do something about it. So that's my phrase. That's my mindset. You're not sick and tired until you do something about it. Otherwise, you just, as I said, you're just throwing a pity party, and, you just want somebody to come pat you on the back and say, there, it's not your fault. But it is. It is your fault. Okay. So I'm not going to let you off the hook, because I'm not letting myself off the hook. And so, but that's the thing of it, to where when you focus in on what it is you need to be doing and just get the ball rolling, you should get where you're going. And so I'm pretty excited about this. So I just want to hop on right quick and make this video and, let people know, if you want to just try to get your party started, go to YouTube. There are different videos on the military diet that breaks it down on what you eat. It gives you a meal plan and walks you through it. There are people who have given their testimonies on how well it worked or didn't work, and all of those different things. So that's what I went through. And so, as I said, for me, I'm going to stick with it for another week and see if I lose 3 or 4 more pounds. And then, I should be able to fit back in my pants, because I was like 180, somewhere in there, when I was able to comfortably fit into my pants. Well, I'm not going to say comfortably, but I could actually button them up. And, they were a little snug, but I could still fit in them. And so, but I gained weight. I actually went up to like about 186 or 187. Oh, it was just, oh my goodness, what happened here? And then that's what made me say, okay, I'm going in the wrong direction. At least beforehand, I was stable. I was like usually between 181 and 183, somewhere in there. I would go back and forth. So that was doable. I still wanted to be down around about 170, but at least I wasn't going in the other direction. And so that's what I started doing. And that's when I said, okay, I'm done. I need to get myself together. And so I pulled up the military diet. And as I said, I've been on it 6 days and I've lost 4 pounds. Going to give it another 6 days, see if I lose 3 or 4 more pounds, where I should be able to fit back in my pants. And then I'm just going to make the adjustments to just eating healthy and counting my calories, because at least now I know how to count my calories and how much, how many calories to take in, and knowing that if I take in this amount, then I'm going to gain weight, or if I take in this amount, I'm going to lose weight, or if I take in this amount, I'm going to remain stable. So I do understand the calories and the numbers now. And so at the end of the next 6 days, I'm going to come off of the military diet because I just wanted to see if it would push the needle. But the ultimate goal was see if it was push the needle, and then I would have a template to go from on meal prep and things like that. And so I'm going to make my adjustments to it on certain things that I like to eat in those categories of carbs and vegetables and protein, and just kind of mix it up and see how it goes. But I plan on keeping my calories low. I think I need to add just a little bit more so I'm not snacking in between. That's one of the things as well. If you're doing things, you might want to have healthy snacks in between to help keep you on track. So as long as you're mindful of what you're eating and, keeping your categories together, or making sure you're getting enough carbs, enough protein, and enough fruits and vegetables, then you should be fine. And then just make sure you're keeping your calorie count low, and you can just go from there and you can be successful. So that's what I'm going to do starting next week. I'm going to add exercise back into my rotation, but then exercise does burn calories and energy and things like that. So I'll just look to make the adjustments to see how many calories I'll need to consume that are going to be burned back off to make sure I still balance it out and only take in the amount of calories that I want to take in. And so that's my plan going forth. And I hope that some of you are able to get in there and shake it up. If you were looking to lose weight, that's a good starting point to lay some things out. And so in my next couple of videos, I'll get a little bit more in depth to where I can probably help a few people out and point them in the right direction, as some people did with me with their videos. So just start getting your mind right, preparing yourself for that journey, and just remember, have it in your mind that that you are sick and tired and that you are going to do something about it. Otherwise, then it's nothing to talk about, nothing to complain about. Just enjoy what you have going on, because it's in your power to do something different. All right. Hope that was encouraging. So that's all I have today on Husband, Father, Man, and I will see you on the next episode. You take care and have a good one. Bye. Till I get a phone call or maybe a text saying, could you pick the kids up from soccer? Grab some cake mix, and I only use Betty Crocker. Also grab some milk.